Welcome to What I Learned This Week About Marketing, where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll look informally at some nugget I mined from the MECLABS marketing cohort and related research. Today's topic is, if you over-rely on artificial intelligence, your daughter may end up as a stripper. I chose this topic because if I chose a different one, I wouldn't be able to use that title. I'm Preston Park with Winning Growth Systems, and today we're going to talk about why artificial intelligence, or ChatGPT, can't replace you. We'll do that by editing an ad based on feedback from the MECLABS cohort. So this is the ad, and it's not pretty yet, and it won't be at the end of this video. We're just trying to get the text right at this point. But before we get there, let's back up and talk about the buyer persona, because that is really critical to getting an effective ad. The buyer for this ad is Belle. She is a freelance translation and interpretation service provider in the early stages of her business. She's primarily focused on providing her services while still developing her business structure and processes. What we want to do is provide Belle with some help getting the right policies and procedures developed. And by right, we mean those that will make her the most money with the least amount of work and help her grow her business. In order to do that, we need to truly understand Belle's customers better than her competitors. Now, since this is only a persona, we can't exactly do that, but we can use our understanding of the industry and its customers to come up with something that is good enough for testing. So let's use an attorney as an example. Imagine an attorney talk to his client about a prenuptial agreement. And now the client may not want to spend the extra money for a translated version of the contract because maybe he doesn't feel the risks justify it. So what we want the attorney to be able to do is to say, hey, I have a translator I've worked with named Belle. She's fast, accurate, and affordable. And if you use her, you will have peace of mind knowing that a court will be less likely to throw out the agreement later because of some misunderstanding over language. That is the ideal way that conversion would go for Belle. And the best way to make sure that it does is to have policies and procedures built that will ensure that she is always consistent, delivers on time, and the people who hire her know what to expect. Because knowing what to expect reduces uncertainty and lowers anxiety for your customers. So with that, we can dig deep down into Belle's underlying problem to get a new headline in a chain of whys. Why is having a disorganized inbox a problem? Well, if Belle has a disorganized inbox, she may misprioritize or lose track of emails. If she loses track of emails, then she has to scramble to make deadlines. When she has to scramble to make deadlines, her work may suffer. If her work suffers, her clients will lose trust in her. If her clients lose trust in her, they won't refer to other potential clients. If she doesn't get referrals, it will increase her marketing costs. If she has to pay more for marketing, she won't be able to afford to get her daughter the right clothes. If her daughter has the wrong clothes, she will have self-esteem problems. And then finally, if her daughter has self-esteem problems, then she might grow up to be a stripper. And Belle doesn't want her daughter to become a stripper, so she needs a reliable, easy-to-use inbox management system. But we're not going to use a headline that says, stop disorganized email turning your daughter into a stripper. We need to find a point where the problem and solution are close enough to understand, while deep enough to motivate. And that's where AI isn't going to have nearly enough understanding of your clients to dig into their psychology to find your very best message for your very best customers. So back to the cohort feedback. There are just a few things that I need to fix in this ad: capitalization, confusing headlines, and too big of an ask. That is, we want to get rid of the word download. That's because download is too big of an ask at this point in the funnel. Also, the formatting needs a bit of fixing, but here's what I've come up with. Avoid losing client trust to a chaotic inbox. That doesn't feel like it's digging deep enough for me, but it's good enough for testing for now. Then give your clients a consistent, predictable experience that builds their confidence in you. Finally, since download is too big of an ask at this stage, we'll change it to closer to a learn more type of button. And that's the new ad for testing. See you later. Good luck.